subscribe, click the bell, and turn on all notifications. The one-stop destination for all WWE and AEW. Seanzviewent Entertainment.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is Wrestlemania season. It is the road to Wrestlemania. But if you didn't watch the show, you wouldn't know. And even if you did watch the show, you still wouldn't know, because this is how it is. This is what we're getting. This is what it's manifesting right before our very eyes on the road to WrestleMania. Now, we're going to get into that scope and the adjustments and the description and the news and the rumors and headlines and everything that's going to go into this very report. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what, it's one of those things where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It's not one of those things that you like to talk about. It's not one of those things you want to bring up. It's not one of those things, quite frankly, that tickles your fancy. But it is what it is, and we got to bring it up, and we got to, set the tone here. Remember to become a channel member today to help secure and save my future on this very website, because if it weren't for you, there quite frankly would be no Sean's View. We come through when the lights are absolutely on bright, ladies and gentlemen. We kick it up a notch. We go and take this show. We get your leverage of comments and opinions and interaction. And guys, like I said, it's so important. It's so critical to donate in the comment section with a super thanks donation. Any amount will help. And again, when you become a subscriber, when you become a channel member, you definitely do become a part of the extended family of the Brash and the Brazen. Now, before we get into the WWE and their creative and Triple H, last year we were in that phase of singing the praises of Triple H, and we were all like, oh, he's doing a great job. He's a high-caliber job. Triple H is the thinking man's thinker as it concerns creative and as it concerns, starting a storyline and ending a storyline and knowing where to go and knowing where to take it and taking us on a ride, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about the ride. It's all about the destination. It's where we're going to end up. And where's the hooks? Where's the excitement? Where's the intrigue this year, today? Why? Well, again, we're going to get into all of that. But ladies and gentlemen, there are some on the roster, and this is according to those in the know, ladies and gentlemen, according to those in the know. There are some on the women's roster that just don't know if they're a heel. They don't know if they're a face. They don't know their direction. Now I can see why Triple H released several wrestlers several weeks ago. Didn't know what to do with them. Didn't know what direction to put them in. Said they were doing a good job. Took some people from NXT to the main roster only to release them, only to let them go. Because for some reason or another, Triple H and the powers that be said so. Couldn't come up with a plan. Couldn't come up with a plot. Couldn't come up with a strategy. But we have all these Triple H's in charge of the creative development. We have all these creative writers, supposed to be multi-talented, from all walks of life, all different jobs they've had. But yet, they can't give us something intriguing and compelling going on the road to WrestleMania, which some would say is a little bit much, is a little bit ridiculous. And at least with Vince McMahon, we would have got something already. I mean, at least Vince McMahon's creative juices would have been started to spark with WrestleMania under 2 months away. Under 2 months away, ladies and gentlemen. That speaks volumes. And the WWE don't have a whole hell of a lot of time. They should have started this thing at the Royal Rumble. And what are we getting at WrestleMania for one of the main events? It doesn't even seem like a match that would be at WrestleMania, especially for the world title. Maybe as an undercard match, but you got Jey Uso in a world title match at a WrestleMania. A WrestleMania world title match. That would have been like Triple H Batista, WrestleMania 21. Remember that? What a main event that was. What a build, what a storyline that was. But that's all been scrapped away. There's no storylines this year. But that would have been like, say it would have been Triple H versus Kenny Dykstra at WrestleMania 21 for the world title. That's what this world title match seems like. And I'm talking about Kenny Dykstra from the Spirit Squad. We all remember the Spirit Squad, right? Well, WWE is creatively bankrupt right now because the WWE just, and Triple H, and again, say what you want to say. And again, we'll give the devil its due. Triple H did an extraordinary job last year. But we cannot say that this year because, like you see, the honeymoon phase of the game and his creative and his developments And you know what Triple H always says? Well, you got to wait and see where we're going to go. You just never know where we're going to head. Well, how do you know, or how can you even guess where they're going to head when they haven't even started heading in that direction, when they haven't even began to give us some kind of good storyline or angle going into WrestleMania? Now there are certain women wrestlers, there are certain girls, there are certain females on the roster, again, that they're just directionless, and they're actually having to go to the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters. They're having to go to insiders and ask internally, what am I? Who am I? And now this has sparked a lot of rumor and speculation. This has sparked a lot of gossip online that there are so many people backstage that are on eggshells and wondering what their future looks like, and if they're going to be in a storyline, if they're going to be in an angle, or if they are being used, are they going to be used correctly? Are they going to be used right? Are they going to be in a match that they're happy with? So you got all these different things, and is there going to be a mass quit of WWE stars, a mass of them, an exodus, so to speak, because you got WrestleMania coming up. You got no direction. You got no motive. It's not good. And you wonder why each and every week you look at Netflix, you look at Monday Night Raw, and, we're talking, worldwide here. Worldwide. Netflix gets seen all over the country, all over the globe, all over the world. Netflix is seen if you have Netflix, right? And each and every week, those numbers go down. It started, 6 million people watched the first Raw on Netflix. And now that has been cut by more than half. We're down to the 3s and the 2s again. We are back down to the 3s and the 2s once again on Netflix. They started off hot. They started strong. And then fans started catching on saying, oh, well, we're not going to get The Rock every week. We're not going to get John Cena every week. What is creative about this character? Who is this character? What is this character? What does this represent? What is this even about? Now, instead of wrestlers being released, I wouldn't be shocked to see wrestlers start to quit, start to leave the company, start to say, I'm backstage, I'm twiddling my thumbs, I don't know what's going on with me, I don't know what they're thinking, I don't know what they're doing, but this is WrestleMania. Again, at least if Vince, and you can say what you want, you can say what you want about Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon would have already started to roll the deck. Vince McMahon would have already started getting things in motion for the show, because if there was one time that Vince McMahon would have been on to something, and I'm not saying everything he said, everything that he ever said or did was great and grand and wonderful, but at least Vince McMahon would have put effort into creative. Triple H, now that we heard that The Rock isn't going to wrestle, it's almost like, well, we don't need that to happen. We don't need this. And, isn't The Rock a part of the WWE TKO deal? I mean, where's the brains here? Where's the brains of the operation, viewers, fans, and subscribers? Really, where the hell is it? It's somebody's got to wake up here. Somebody has to wake up, because you got to imagine it's only a matter of time before wrestlers say, listen, WWE isn't the only show in town anymore. You got TNA, you got ROH, you got NJPW, you got AEW. You have all these indie circuits. Wrestlers are making a lot more money on the indies than they did, say, 5 or 10 years ago. So, this is it's a hell of a situation, guys. We are on a hell of a situation right now as it concerns the WWE and Triple H, and they got to get their shit together, guys. This may be one of the most underwhelming WrestleManias of all time. And listen, nothing against Jey Uso, because listen, Jey Uso's popular, he is over, but when you look at Jey Uso versus Gunther at WrestleMania, listen, maybe if we didn't get this match ever before, if we never got Gunther and Jey Uso, I'd be like, not bad, I'll give it a shot, I'll give it a chance. But we have seen these two have went at it multiple times already, and now we're going to get it again at WrestleMania. We're going to get it one more time. The WWE's going to go to the well again because they can't think of something else. Even Gunther himself said he's uninterested in this match. He doesn't want this match. This is not what WrestleMania was going to be like for him. He didn't imagine WrestleMania being against Jey Uso. So it's not only the girls, it's not only the females of the WWE that are not satisfied and that are thinking about what's to come here, what's next. When is this going to start taking shape here? When is this going to start forming? When is this going to start developing here, ladies and gentlemen? So you're looking at a devastation right before your very eyes. You're seeing the WWE fall apart right before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good setting. It's not It's not good from wherever you're sitting, wherever you're getting, ladies and gentlemen. But it's one of those things, viewers, that you never, ever know in the world of WWE. So your thoughts, your comments, and your sentiments. I don't know, guys. Where do we go from here? Where does the building blocks, where does the fundamentals of WrestleMania begin? And then you see the WrestleMania card. Most of the card has leaked online. It has been exposed online. And you're looking at that and you're saying, that's a WrestleMania card. That's the best you can come up with. That's what we are getting. This is what is being set forth. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. It may be the saddest road to WrestleMania. It may be the saddest WrestleMania. Imagine for all the people that bought tickets months in advance, a year in advance, and then they look at the WrestleMania card and they say, well, are we really fulfilled? Are we really sitting on the edge of our seats waiting for this thing? Plenty more to come. Subscribe. If it weren't for you, there would be no Sean's View. Later.